Now the title of this presentation is Rifles and Carbines of World War I and World War II. You may be asking yourself, why in the world are we going to consider both of those wars? Well, the fact is that back in the 1890s, we had some very important developments. We had three men that influenced those developments: Paul Mauser, Ferdinand Mannlicher, and John C. Grind. Now certainly there were other designers that were influential as well, but these three men shaped the destiny of firearms used in warfare during this period. Paul Mauser designed the Mauser bolt-action rifle, which has been the most successful bolt-action rifle in the world. It's still being used today in hunting form. Ferdinand Mannlicher designed another type of firearm, the Mannlicher firearm, that was not as successful. However, Ferdinand Mannlicher, even back in the 1890s, was experimenting with the concept of semi-automatic firearms. And his concept and his research actually influenced John C. Grind. Now, John C. Grind, of course, developed the M1 Garand rifle, which we will cover in detail later on. Some of the important transitions that we must consider that happened in the 1890s was a transition from black powder to smokeless powder. Black powder leaves a tremendous residue in the bore and in the action and affects reliability of these firearms. So when they transitioned to smokeless powder, it got rid of that residue. But it also upped the chamber pressures that the firearms were operating at. So they had to have a new, stronger action, a new design. That was where Paul Mauser came in. He developed a new rifle for these smokeless powder rounds. A second transition was from blunt-nosed bullets that were aerodynamically inefficient, but at the time they were thought to be more effective, to a pointed Spitzer bullet, which was developed in Germany. These bullets were much more aerodynamically efficient, and they traveled further and had as much destructive power as the old pointed bullets because of their increased velocity. Again, we get back to the reliable bolt-action repeaters using this new ammunition, Paul Mauser, Ferdinand Mannlicher. One of the big things, though, that Paul Mauser did is he designed a new clip reloading system that sped up reloading these rifles tremendously. And as we examine these different firearms, you'll see that being used again and again and again. A lot of these designers took, mixed and matched different design components from different manufacturers and came up with their own designs, a hybrid design, if you will. Finally, of course, we had transition from bolt actions to semi-automatics, and then finally fully automatic firearms toward the end of World War II.